Interior CS Kindiki has said that officers serving in the Kenya Prison Service who are over 60 years old must retire. Speaking today when he met with the National Assembly Committee on National Cohesion and Equal Opportunities to respond to questions on the employment opportunities in Kenya Prison Service, CS Kindiki said that the move will provide an opportunity for younger officers to rise and hold management positions through a clearly defined procedure and eliminate cases of corruption. Our very own Grace Ahati with more on the story.
Interior Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki on Thursday met with the National Assembly's Committee on National Cohesion and Equal Opportunities to respond to questions on employment opportunities in Kenya Prison Service. Speaking before the committee, Kindiki noted that the government is developing a concrete roadmap and matrix to streamline career progression and succession management in the Kenya Prison Service and other uniformed security agencies.
And why is it that we have declined?
Kindiki explained that through this roadmap, young officers will have an opportunity to rise and hold management positions through a clearly defined procedure and eliminate cases of corruption, favoritism, and patronage. In his submission, Kindiki announced that in a bid to improve the morale of police officers and also create room for career progression, the contracts of all officers above 60 years old will not be renewed, hence they must retire.
That we will not be extending the contracts of officers who reach 60. They must retire. This will help us to improve on the morale of our officers and also create room for promotion, especially at senior level management. So as a policy, we will not be extending a single contract beyond 60.
Kindiki has at the same time stated that he will ensure the staff represent the diversity of the people of Kenya, further noting that there will be no discrimination in employment and that no ethnic community represents more than 1/3 of the uniformed staff population.
We have work to do to ensure that we do not have any single ethnicity with the disproportionate composition of senior management within the Kenya Prison Service, and the figures are there. Personally, I think there is work to be done here to make sure that as senior management, as much as possible, as many of the Kenyan communities as possible are represented.
In furthering equity in recruitment of prisons officers, the State Department for Correctional Services will continue to sensitize communities across the country to apply for positions whenever they are advertised and participate in recruitment of officers at the sub-county level.
All recruitment is done at sub-county level, and the reason why recruitment is done at sub-county level is for us to ensure that no community or even sub-community is omitted, because within a sub-county you can map out the diversity issues easily, as opposed to whether if you are dealing with a county or even a cluster of counties. So we make sure that the recruitment takes place at all gazetted sub-counties of the Republic of Kenya to ensure that we get every diversity considered for recruitment.
Kindiki has further called upon Kenyans to report any officers who demand or receive bribes for immediate action in accordance with the law, noting that corruption is a vice that must be dealt with firmly. Reporting for Hope TV Newswatch, I'm Grace Ahati.